So I went to my local comic store. I picked up my pull from Captcan. Let's go through it and see what I got. Also hit the liquidation place as normal, so here we go. So the weekly comic store haul was kind of small this week. I did grab some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Whatnot. Got IDW issue number 37, book 29 on the original run. And then I found some of the micro series books. So I found a Michelangelo and number 1 in the villains. I got Kang. There we go. So then I hit the liquidation place, and some of this is spec. I don't know if it's broken spec or dead spec. Some of them are just books for Whatnot. There's like 1 or 2 for the personal collection, but here's what I got there. So back when there were rumors of Midnight Suns coming to the MCU and everyone was like, Ghost Rider, the rumored villain was Blackout. First appearance, Ghost Rider number 2. So I did find 6 copies. Ghost Rider number 2, first appearance of Blackout, second appearance of Danny Ketch as Ghost Rider. So there we go, just spec. Who knows what'll happen, but if it pops, I'll be sitting on these. I think I have like 3 or 4 copies of this already, so just building that stockpile in case something breaks. What else we found? I found a Lobo number 1 newsstand. That was pretty cool. I'm going to take a look at this one and the direct. One of these will go up on Whatnot. I might keep the newsstand just because they're a little harder to find. But and if Simon Bisley comes back to Niagara Falls Comic Con, this book, whichever one I keep, will be getting a signature. I could not find one of these before Niagara Falls Comic Con, and then Bisley canceled. So luckily for me, I might get another shot at it. We shall see. But either way, cool pickup. Did find A52, week 11, first full appearance of Batwoman. So nice little pickup there for a couple bucks. Might hold it, might put it on Whatnot, not sure yet. But either way, can't go wrong with that one. Is everything hot? I don't know. Doom 2099, nice shiny high-grade copy of Doctor Doom 2099, first appearance. Obviously, everyone seems to be buying Doctor Doom stuff right now, so who knows whether or not this book, I don't know whether this book is popping or not, but it's shiny. It always gets my attention. Speaking of shiny, Incredible Hulk 400. This one is different than the one I have in my collection, so I don't know if mine's a second print or this is the second print. Yeah, so this is the second printing here. So the shiny hollow things coming off the center there, they're different on the second print. They're clear and they're kind of blue on the first print, so pretty cool. So these were pretty cool pickups. Don't see this book in the wild very often. Currently sells for anywhere from $12 to $20, $25 US. I'm probably going to keep one of these. I might sell the other one, but we've got Blood Rain, Seeds of Six, number 1. Lower print run, video game adaptation. Whenever I think of Blood Rain, I think of the U-Bowl movies and like, oh, geez. People want to complain about Borderlands. Go watch some Uwe Boll movies. Go watch some of his adaptations and then come back and tell me how bad Borderlands was. Because I saw it. It was okay. That's for another time, but yeah. Blood Rain, there we go. Personal collection, Ren and Stimpy Show Special, number 2. Don't have this one, so grab that one. These are sold for a couple bucks in the past. So we've got an Alpha Flight number 13. It is a Canadian price variant with that Wolverine cover. So this one will probably go up on Whatnot, I think. Don't see the Canadian price variant on this one very often. This book made the hot list a couple weeks ago. Death's Head, first appearance, I believe, in US Comics of Death's Head. First appearance in this one. Don't know if it's dead spec or not, but there we go. Doctor Strange, number 1. This at one point was a $14 to $15 book, so obviously the spec may be dead on that, but either way, picked it up. Hopefully maybe something will pop down the road. I don't know. This one's for Whatnot. I've bought this. I've sold this many times. Space Ghost number 1. Great Alex Ross cover from the DC run. Complete run usually sells for about $25 US. Number 1 gets hunted more frequently than the others, but yeah, so pick this one up. If you haven't read it, it is pretty good. I like the tone in this one. The story was not that bad. And the Alex Ross covers on each issue, he kind of killed it with these. Really cool stuff. Marvel Comic Presents 121. Nice Wolverine Venom mashup there. This one's going up on Whatnot. And then I did grab some sets. I found a nice 1 to 5 set of Spider-Man 2099. Really high-grade copy on that. Obviously comes with numbers 1 to 5. And then they had the Assassination Plot 6-part run. Todd McFarlane, Amazing Spider-Man issues. So that's like 320 to 325. So nice bundle there of the McFarlane covers. These will likely get busted out and then end up on Whatnot, I think. All right, Capcan Comics. I went there to drop off my Captain Britain number 8 and my Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street's number 1 to get pressed. and to go to CGC. I trusted them with my pressing because their magazine size, they're a little bigger than what my plates will probably hold, and I just trust them. So I'm going to get them to press them, send them off to CGC, and we'll see how those do. But while I was there, I picked up my pull. So here's what I got in my pull. Nice stack of books, and again, it's usually like Christmas because I don't remember what I ordered half the time. But here we go. We got a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 122 with the Pink Ranger zombie cover. I've been collecting all the zombie covers. I've also been collecting all of the incentives on that one. So there's the black and white version of that one too. I don't know how many more covers they can come up with out of this. They've done quite a long run of zombie variants now, so we shall see, but they're keeping it going in the meantime. Black Widow Venomous #1, had to get the Deadpool Kills cover on that one. Just a fantastic cover of him slicing the symbiote in half. Really cool stuff. Love this cover. Looking forward to checking this out and seeing what this one's all about. This one open. And we've got... Okay, mix of stuff here. Ghost Spider #3, Scotty Young. I've been very selective with these Scotty Young covers, but anything Ghost Spider, Spider-Gwen that Scotty does seems to pop. So I grabbed 2 of this one. One's for the personal collection, for the Scotty collection. The other one I'm just holding to see if anything happens with this one down the road. There we go. What If Donald Duck Became Wolverine? This is the only one I bought. I am tapped out on these What If Donald Duck books. I will not be ordering any more, but I did find the Ron Lim variant pretty cool, so I grabbed this one. I'm going to continue with the Disney 100 variants, but I think Marvel is starting to milk the cow a little too much with this stuff, so I'm going to back off a bit on these, but there we go. Got a Hellring #3, Stan Sakai variant. Really cool. Nice artwork on that. Grab that one. And then we've got a Captain Marvel 10. So why did I grab this cover? Well, I was thinking maybe in Deadpool Wolverine, I thought we might see Deadpool hold the Infinity Gauntlet. So I thought this was a cover that was kind of timed interestingly with the release of that movie. Obviously that didn't happen, but who knows down the road. The whole breaking the fourth wall and redoing the Marvel history kind of stuff. At some point, if they continue down that line, the Infinity Gauntlet should come into play because it was such a huge part of the earlier phase. I'm going to be honest here, I don't know what book this is. I just grabbed it for the cover because I am a sucker for the JTC negative space variants, and I thought the Jubilee pink bubblegum kind of background was just fantastic. I love this cover. This one and the Magic one were books I was like so excited to get. So really happy to have this, happy to have it in the collection. Just a fantastic cover all around. Really cool. Got Power Rangers Darkest Hour #1. Again, zombie variant here with Rita Repulsa, Lord Zed on the cover. So I grabbed this one. And then I also got the incentive on that one too. Nice black and white cover. Again, I think these pop a bit more than the black and white, but I understand why they do them, and I still think they're pretty cool. So, Final Fight #1. I liked issue #1. It was a good translation of the game. They're sort of taking the story from the game and fleshing it out a bit, so I thought that was pretty cool. I did grab the 1:5 ratio. My local comic store said they didn't get this, so I don't know if they didn't order 5 copies, but it was a 1:5 ratio there. The only ratio I think they had on this book, but there we go. Nice movie poster variant. Happy to have this one. And speaking of Final Fight, I did get 2 copies of the Final Fight #1. This is a wraparound cover. It is pretty cool. Here, I'll show you the back side of it. There's the front, and it wraps around to the back with some of the thugs there that you beat up along the way. So, pretty cool cover. I love this cover. This one, the Dynamite cover, the incentive, I thought they were pretty good. Some of the girly ones I'm not big on, but, you know, whatever. #1. That fantastic Rogue cover. The Gambit cover on Final Order Cutoff is also a decent cover. I might snag that one as well. I'm not sure yet. Adventure 17 with the J. Scott Campbell Disco Dazzler cover. I love this cover. You know, some of these covers were hit or miss, the Disco Dazzler stuff, but this one kind of stuck with me. I thought it was pretty good. And then Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood #1. Greg Land. Fantastic cover. Looking forward to reading this one and seeing where they're going. I'm going to read this and see before I decide if I stick with it. This Spider-Man stuff, I jumped off that train a while ago. I did not like the Romita stuff the way it started, so I kind of left it. I did bail on the last run like 2/3 of the way through, so I got a bit burnt out on it. When I'm reading it and I don't feel the writing is good and they're pumping them out so frequently, it's hard to keep paying that money for those books. So I did jump off that train. Maybe this mini-series will get me back on. I don't know. I'll take a look. Had to grab another JTC. I think this is Venom War, I think. Nice Venom negative space variant on that one. And last bundle here. And then after this, I'm going to go to the weekly pull list and see what we got there. Oh, yeah, okay. So, High on Life. So the video game High on Life that JB Smoove voices the gun in was optioned by JB Smoove's production company. I guess he's going to produce it. Probably going to voice it. He'll probably end up in it. So Captcan had these in the bargain bin section. I did grab them because who knows, Titan Comics, usually lower print run. But High on Life, grab that one. That one. This one is the one I'm not a big fan of, but I grabbed it. I didn't know what was, I just grabbed one of each. And this was the one I bought when it initially came out. So pretty funky cover. This was the final order cutoff variant, I believe. So this one might be the one that's kind of the lowest print run of the bunch. They did not have cover A. Couldn't get cover A. But I do have faith it's going to get optioned. It's got an audience, and, they're going to make money off it. Weekly pull list. So we've got High Republic number 10. I do not know why they're saying a century before Acolyte all of a sudden. Because, one, Acolyte was not that popular, as far as I know, with a lot of the general Star Wars audience. People who are not fans of Star Wars liked it. My wife, she enjoyed it. She's not really a huge Star Wars fan. Me, I was kind of like, eh. But it also says a century before, and that's like, well, that's not really how Star Wars tells time, right? So I get it. You're putting it in layman's terms for people that don't understand Star Wars, but anyone who's buying these comics will understand the terminology. So I don't know if it looks like they're going to keep this going past 10 issues. I don't know where they're going with it, but we shall see. Then we got High Republic Adventures number 8. Again, a century before the Acolyte. Same deal. Looking forward to reading this. And Incredible Hulk number 15. I have not started this story arc yet. Waiting for a few issues to build up before I dive into it. So I will stick this on the to be read pile. And there we go. That's my pile of comics for the week. Pretty small haul at the local comic store. Some good stuff at the liquidation place. Some of those Captcan covers are fantastic. I'll probably end up reading about half of what I grabbed. I think some of them I did buy purely for the covers. I'm not going to lie. But overall, pretty happy with everything. Also, it's great my books are heading off to CGC. I reluctantly say that because I'm a CBCS guy, but it's cheaper for me to send magazine-sized books to CGC and have them deal with it than it is to ship them myself. Because if I'm not doing 5 books, value-wise, it doesn't make sense with shipping for me. So anyways, there we go. Good haul overall. Can't complain.